Zacks Rank Buys, stocks with a short-term buy or strong buy recommendation. Now, here are more Zacks Rank Buys. We're going to talk about a couple of more value stocks now with Tracey Ryniec, our value stock strategist at Zacks.com. A couple of interesting choices here just in time for the holidays. Cabela's.
Yeah.
Right, they're a retailer.
They are.
CAB, the ticker symbol.
Yeah, a lot of people might not know them because they're not a huge retail presence. They only have 31 stores, and then they're building 4 others, and that's in the U.S. and Canada. So unless you kind of live by one, you might not know of them, but they are a big internet presence. They have a big catalog, and they do like hunting, fishing, camping.
Yeah, outdoor retail.
Yeah, so people who know their stores might know because it looks like a big lodge, and they're kind of neat. And I actually, you know, they do a lot of business off their website, and they have just about every kind of product you could ever imagine. They're even selling like turkey dinners on there for Thanksgiving. Like you can order it and ship it to your house. So it's kind of one-stop shopping, but that kind of area has been doing real well. It did well during the recession, and it's definitely picking up now. They just reported earnings and saw a big beat again. Same-store sales were up 6%. They were a little slower on the direct sales for some reason. It's unclear why that happened, but the same-store sales is very encouraging given, everything we've been seeing in retail, struggling a bit. It's just a good story, and they didn't give guidance going forward, but they did say for the upcoming holiday season they are increasing marketing, they're going to send out more catalogs, and they're actually hiring a lot more seasonal workers than they anticipated. And they actually see double-digit earning growth going into next year. So all these things are good. I mean, they're still seeing the same patterns that they were seeing. The estimates are up big because of the big beat and because of this optimism going into the holidays. Yep. And then the stock got a big boost off of this earnings. It's been up, off of the lows, like we've seen almost every stock off the lows, but it did get the big boost, and it's not super cheap here. It's trading a little over 13 times, but it's starting to see a little bit of pullback with the market conditions right here. So it's in a good position, I think. All
right, and then you've written about MasTec recently, MTZ, the ticker symbol. And they are in power delivery systems. What does that mean?
Yeah, they're like a big infrastructure play. They do power delivery, natural gas systems, internet systems. So if there's a hurricane and your power and utility poles are down, they go in and fix them, basically. Things like that. Right. So a lot of it is, growth in these kind of key infrastructures, technology areas, and they are seeing really good numbers. They actually had record revenues this last quarter when they reported, and they beat big again, just like Cabela's did. But it's interesting to see someone like this having record revenues here. They did just acquire a natural gas systems company, but that wasn't even really included in these last quarter numbers. So when that's included, who knows what's going to happen. But they also raised guidance for the full year, actually, and you can see that the estimates are starting to, trend up here. And the story looks good. They don't see any slowdown in what's going on with their business right here. This chart is interesting because they too got a big boost off of the earnings. They were up into it and then a big boost. They're not real cheap here. They are still a value stock. They're trading just under 15 times. They have some other good value parameters like price to sales, that's pretty low, and some other things that make them attractive. But they too are starting to give back a little bit of the recent stock gains, which is going to make them a more attractive buy.
Yeah, it would seem that going forward, their business has really no ceiling at the moment because of all of the aged infrastructures at various levels around the country.
That's right, and they have a lot of big contracts with the big phone companies like Verizon and companies like that, because as you spread out the internet connections and high-speed digital, all of that, you got to be building the systems. Yeah. So, and they're involved in all that. So
or rebuilding the systems.
Well, right, either way. So yeah, it's a positive story for them going forward.
All right, do you own either of these two?
I do not.
If you want to see more Zacks Rank Buy stock pick ideas, go over to our homepage. And in the upper right-hand corner is where we put 4 new ones for you daily, one in each of the investing categories written about on Zacks.com, value category included. With Tracey Ryniec, I'm Terry Ruffalo.